Hey guys, welcome back. So now we have these buttons on our settings page, but at the moment they don't do anything. So let's add some functionality to these now. And these are going to be really simple buttons. They won't be doing anything overly complicated. This logout button is just going to make a real simple Ajax call, and this user details one is just going to send them to the user details page. So let's do this one first because this is a simple one, the user details button. So go back to settings.php, and on the user details button, just put on click, and then put in there open page, which of course is our function we wrote to change pages. And inside there, we're just going to put update details.php. And of course, we haven't wrote this page yet. But what we'll do is we'll create that page now. We'll just set it up. We won't actually do anything on the page yet. We'll just save it so that when we click on the link, we'll actually be taken to somewhere. So in the root of your site, just save it as update details.php. Give that a save, and then we can just write hello like that, and then when we click on the button, hopefully we'll be taken to this page. So I'll refresh this page. Now click on the user details button, and here we are, we're on the user details page. So I'll go back to settings. So we know that works. That's good. That's done now. We'll come back and do the actual functionality of that page later on, but for now that's okay. And the second one is the logout button, which again I said is real simple. We're just going to do something very similar in the sense that we're just going to add an on click. So on the logout button, add on click, but instead of open page, it's going to call a log out function, which again we haven't wrote yet. So we need to do that now. But that's it, that's done now, and we're actually done with this whole settings page really. So save that, and then let's go and write that logout function now. So go to script.js, and then anywhere in here, it doesn't really matter where, let's just create a new function log out like that, and it won't take any parameters. Like I said, it's a real simple one. All it's going to do is an Ajax call. So $.post like we do with all our Ajax calls, and then the page we're going to send it to, which again we haven't created yet either. So includes /handlers /Ajax /logout.php. That's what the name of the page is going to be. So that's the page we're sending this call to, and then we're not passing any data to it. All we're going to do is do something when the Ajax call returns. So put a function in there, and it's real simple. Just say location.reload like that, and that is it. All we have to do now is create this file that we're sending the Ajax call to, and this is a really simple file. It's just going to have 2 lines of code. So create a new file and save it. And we said we would save it in the includes handlers Ajax, and this would just be logout.php. And then all it's going to do is have a PHP block and then close it off. And the first line is just going to be session start, like that, session start. And the second line is just going to be session destroy, just like that. And that is it, that's the whole file. So all this does is called a session destroy. Because you might not remember, I said it way back when we did the sign up process and the actual login functionality of the site. Session destroy is how we log out. We essentially stop the session, because sessions are how we're keeping track of whether they're logged in or not. And you might be wondering, why do we need this session start? Why can't it just be session destroy on its own? And the reason is, if we don't add this session start, there's nothing for it to destroy because it doesn't know anything about sessions. If you remember going back even further to when we created our config file, I said that session start is needed to let our site know that we're using sessions. Without the session start, it doesn't know anything about sessions, which means it can't destroy the session. So we have to say session start so it knows it's using sessions, and then it goes and destroys it. So that's why we need session start first and then session destroy. And that's it, that's the logout. And when this returns from the Ajax call, it's going to just reload, and then the redirect that we have in our header.php that checks whether they're logged in or not, it's going to see you're not logged in anymore because we've just destroyed the session, and then it's going to redirect them to the settings page. So let's go and give it a try. So I'll refresh this page, and I'm going to click log out, and it should take me to the index page, the register page I mean. So I'll click that, and let me just check the console. Nothing happened. It could be that the file is cached. So logout is not defined. Yeah, that probably means the file's cached. So I'm going to empty cache and hard reload. Okay, I'm gonna click it again now. So I'll make this a bit smaller. So again, it should take me to the register page. So I clicked it, and here I am. So yeah, the file was cached. So I just click log out, and then if I try and go to any page, let's even say back to the settings page, it won't let me because I'm no longer logged in. So that's it. Our logout button is working, and so is our user details button, although the user details button doesn't actually do anything right now aside from take us to an empty page.